G'day and welcome to episode 62 and our crossing of far western China. Without getting too political, if you're not aware, this part of China is quite controversial. Similarly to Myanmar, in an attempt to avoid bringing undue attention to certain individuals we met, we'll concentrate on the positive side of this part of the country, the landscape, the native people, and leave this video as Patreon only. Google is your friend for any further info. Not to miss a section of the journey, this episode covers from the Khunjerab Pass crossing at the north of Pakistan to the Torugart Pass at the crossing to the south of Kyrgyzstan. So we just passed through the customs checkpoint. It was quite rigorous. They checked everything in the car first, manually. Mainly, I think they're looking for food, and that went well. Then they x-rayed the car. Then we had to wait for about an hour, and then while they checked the x-rays, and then we had to go through, and because there's so much stuff in the car, they couldn't really tell what was what on the x-ray, so then they had to come back and recheck to kind of correlate it with the x-ray.
What were they looking for though? In specifically?
Contraband items, which we don't have. And yeah, so the whole process took about
I think it was like 4 hours.
4 or 5 hours. But all in all, I mean, the guys are friendly, and it was just more or less going through a very detailed procedure, but it was nothing as bad as what everyone makes it out to be, which is good. So now we are in between customs and immigration, which is actually 128 kilometres.
In Tashkurgan.
In Tashkurgan, which is, the landscape here is absolutely incredible.
Yeah. So we have to follow this van.
But that's in that bus there is some policemen, and in Carolyn and Fabian's car is also another policeman, because we're not allowed to drive in China without a guide, and our guide is meeting us at the immigration, so we're travelling in Convoy at the moment. Unfortunately, that means we can't drive as quickly as we'd like to. And that was. And it's now, with the 3-hour time difference, it's 5 to 8, so it's getting on in the day. I think we'll enjoy a nice warm shower tonight.
And apparently we can also get a beer here.
Wow.
Which should be lovely.
Anyway, we get to enjoy this scenery for the next 62 kilometres.
Yes, it is beautiful. So we were supposed to be driving to Kashgar today, but there's been a delay in the customs formality, something to do with internet and no connection. So anyway, we're staying in Tashkurgan again for another night, and the cars are still over at customs, so they have to stay there until it's all cleared. So now we're just going to fill in the afternoon. We're going to go for a walk down to the wetlands, which is just at the end of this street, and then there's a stone fort, which is about 20 metres up the road. And then we're going to leave very, very early tomorrow, because we have 300 kilometres to drive tomorrow, and we still want to see Kashgar. Now look both ways. Alright, there's no traffic. Nobody here. We're just walking down to the wetlands, and Aji, our guide, just ran over yelling out down the street saying that we can pick the cars up now. So the guys are just going to pick up the cars. It's too late now to start driving to Kashgar, so we're just going to leave really early in the morning. So yeah, I'm just still walking out onto the wetlands. It's on a bit of a rickety footpath, but the scenery here is beautiful. I'm pretty sure there's somebody over there on a horse. I'll go over there in a second. Hang on. Yay! You look right back. How'd it go? All smooth?
Yeah, it was fun. Didn't need to talk to anybody, which was good.
Cool.
Now we're good to go early in the morning.
Yep. After breakfast, 7 o'clock. We are checking out the night markets tonight, and then we're going to get some dinner. So we're just going to to go inside and watch the buttons. I feel like we're walking into a cool room. Wow, this is a neat market.
This is egg, tea egg.
It was always on fire, our house.
We have just arrived at Karakul Lake. This place is beautiful. The drive this morning has been spectacular. The landscape has just blown me away. It sort of made up for our fun entry into China the other day. So yeah, we've just stopped here. We're going to take some photos. There's lots of horses. Got some new friends. And there's so many yaks. Oh, there's a double camel. Look, down here, double camel. It's a double camel. Oh, look how hairy it is. Oh my god. Oh my god, I love him. Pretty hungry and it smells great. What are those things? Some barbecue.
Look at that.
Samsa. Inside has a mutton.
We should rather try.
Should have been watching what I was doing. Forgot to mention, this is our tour guide, Aji. Say hello.
Yeah. Hello.
He's very friendly. On a bit of a walking tour of Kashgar today. So we are currently walking to the mosque, which is, I think it's only like 1 or 2 blocks from where we're staying. So yeah. I'm not too sure what the plan is for the rest of the day. We're sort of just following the guide around. I think we also have to take a cab somewhere. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. We're just walking around the old city now, and the architecture is beautiful, and it's just so nice seeing all the people out on the street. It's got like quite a romantic feel to it, and yeah, there's so many like handicraft stores, kind of like this one. Yeah, it's like instruments and just homewares and stuff like that. It's all really beautiful. Lamb mince and onion. Really nice.
This morning we're going to Kyrgyzstan, finishing our time in China. Very short visit, but far too expensive to stay any longer. We just filled the tanks up. The fuel quality here is noticeably better than the last few countries we've been to. Better performance, and we've got a bit more power. Admittedly, we should have some additive, but we've got a tank, or not a tank cleaner, but an additive to put in which kind of cleans the lines and the injectors, but I think getting something else might be helpful for the rest of Central Asia. Anyway, we're going to Kyrgyzstan today via Torugart Pass, which is a couple of hours away. So we're just leaving Kashgar now. We've got a new guide because the other one had to go to a new trip. This is him here. The driver's a bit... I think the driver forgets that he's guiding two big four-wheel drives through city traffic. Like just now.
He's just trying to cut lanes.
Anyway, we'll take our time. We'll get there when we get there.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Every time I pray, I'll be watching you.
That's going in the video.
Can help.
That's it for our 5-day, $1,800 dash across China. In the next episode, we'll continue on from Lake Isikul. Until then, see ya.